The 2026 BMW M2 CS elevates performance to new heights with its 523 horsepower twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six engine, making it the most powerful rear-wheel drive M car in BMW's lineup. Building on the already impressive M2 competition, the CS variant sheds weight for enhanced agility and comes exclusively with an 8-speed automatic transmission. There's no manual option this time around. Priced from $99,775, the M2 CS is set to hit the market later this year as the most track-focused version of BMW's compact coupe. While its automatic-only configuration may disappoint enthusiasts who prefer rowing their own gears, the decision aligns with the CS badge's mission, maximizing speed, precision, and lap time performance. This shift marks a notable departure from the previous generation M2 CS, which offered a rare and exhilarating 6-speed manual option. Given that nearly half of all M2s sold in the US have been equipped with a manual transmission, the absence of a stick shift in the new CS model is sure to spark debate among purists. Still, with its lighter curb weight, increased power, and track-honed engineering, the 2026 M2 CS promises to be a thrilling and formidable driver's car, even without a third pedal. The 2026 BMW M2 CS delivers thrilling upgrades under the hood, where its twin-turbocharged 3.0-liter inline-six now produces a formidable 523 horsepower and 479 pounds-to-foot of torque, a 50 horsepower and 36 pounds-to-foot increase over the standard M2 and a 79 horsepower jump from the previous generation M2 CS. While this engine shares its roots with the M3 competition xDrive's power plant, it falls 20 horsepower short of the M3 CS's 543 horsepower output. Notably, BMW has kept the M2 CS rear-wheel drive, ensuring it remains the most powerful RWD car in the lineup, a deliberate choice to preserve its purest driving dynamics. Like its predecessor, the new M2 CS undergoes a rigorous weight-saving regimen, featuring a carbon fiber roof, trunk lid, mirror caps, and rear diffuser. The ducktail rear spoiler isn't just for show, it's fully functional, enhancing downforce while adding a touch of aggression to the car's stance. Up front, the aesthetic remains unchanged, but BMW has optimized the air intakes to improve cooling efficiency, ensuring the high-output engine stays at peak performance. Inside, the cabin is fitted with M-Carbon racing bucket seats and lightweight interior trim, reinforcing its track-focused ethos. BMW claims the CS tips the scales at 3,770 pounds, a 100-pound reduction over the standard M2, thanks in part to standard forged aluminum wheels. However, given that the last-gen manual M2 CS weighed just 3,745 pounds on our scales, versus BMW's claimed 3,814 pounds, it's likely that the new CS's official weight is conservative. For drivers seeking even greater weight savings, an $8,500 carbon ceramic brake upgrade is available, further enhancing stopping power while trimming unsprung mass. By prioritizing rear-wheel drive and weight reduction, BMW has ensured the M2 CS stays true to its mission, delivering raw, unfiltered driving excitement. While some may lament the lack of all-wheel drive or a manual transmission, the CS's enhanced power, sharper handling, and track-ready enhancements solidify its place as the ultimate expression of the M2 lineage. Interestingly, we haven't had the chance to test the current generation M2 with its automatic transmission, making a direct performance comparison slightly tricky. In our previous testing, the manual-equipped M2 rocketed from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.9 seconds. BMW now claims an even quicker 3.7-second sprint for the new M2 CS, 0.2 seconds faster than the automaker's estimate for the 473 horsepower automatic M2. Given BMW's typically conservative acceleration figures, this improvement seems entirely plausible, if not understated. Beyond raw power, the 2026 M2 CS benefits from a comprehensive suspension overhaul, heightening our anticipation to get behind the wheel. The previous generation CS model was a driver's delight, with razor-sharp responses and an engaging chassis that made exploring its limits an absolute joy. This time around, BMW has further honed the dynamics by lowering the ride height by 0.2 inches with stiffer, performance-tuned springs, exclusive adaptive damper tuning for sharper body control and compliance, revised stability control and M-Dynamic mode that allows for more driver freedom before intervening. These refinements suggest the new M2 CS will be even more responsive and confidence-inspiring at the limit, striking an ideal balance between track day aggression and real-world usability. While we'll reserve final judgment until we've driven it, the upgrades point to a car that stays true to BMW M's core philosophy, delivering maximum driving engagement. The previous M2 CS was celebrated for its tactile feedback and playful rear drive character, proving that a modern performance car could still feel raw and unfiltered. With the new model's additional power, weight savings, and chassis tweaks, the big question is whether it retains that same sense of connection, or if the move to an automatic-only setup dulls the experience. Given BMW's track record with recent M cars, we're optimistic, but only seat time will tell if the 2026 CS lives up to its legendary predecessor. The 2026 BMW M2 CS is set to arrive in dealerships before the end of the year, with a starting price of $99,775, a $33,100 premium over the base 2025 M2. Like all M2 models, the CS is assembled at BMW's San Luis Potosí plant in Mexico, meaning a portion of its elevated price tag can likely be attributed to current U.S. import tariffs. If these tariffs persist into 2026, we could see the standard M2's price creep upward, narrowing the gap between it and the CS, though it's still too early to predict how much of an impact this will have. While the M2 CS forgoes a manual transmission in favor of its 8-speed automatic, we have to acknowledge the enthusiasts who kept the 3-pedal dream alive. Nearly half of all M2s sold in the US have been equipped with a 6-speed manual, proving that there's still a strong demand for driver-centric engagement. So, to those who opted for the stick shift, thank you for saving the manuals. Your choices remind automakers that raw, analog driving experiences still matter, even in an era of ever-increasing performance tech. At nearly $100,000 before options, the M2 CS sits in a competitive space, edging close to the M3 competition and even some Porsche 718 Cayman GTS models. But for those seeking the ultimate expression of BMW's compact performance coupe, the CS delivers exclusive upgrades, from its carbon fiber weight savings to its track-tuned suspension and 523 horsepower engine. Whether that justifies the price will depend on how much you value marginal gains in performance and exclusivity. One thing's for sure, the M2 CS is a rare beast, and for the right buyer, that alone might be worth the premium.